This is a myth. This is a very big myth in football.
This is a guy who is one of the best defenders to ever play the game.
You know when he went bald and he was still a baller?
Nobody should be over there.
Cry more, cry more, okay?
This is Goal FanZone. Chelsea versus Man City combined 11. Let's go! Hey. On this side, we have Petr Cech. On this side, we have Ederson.
Easy. Come on over, lads. Come on.
You know what?
He's done it again. No, he wants to come over. He wants to come over.
Brad, since you're by yourself, what happened, man?
Ederson, amazing, world class, elite goalkeeper, helped us win everything, yeah? But we're talking about the best keeper the Premier League has ever seen. It's Petr Cech, man.
Oh, hold on, would you like to go join them on that side?
He's coming to join us. I don't even need to say anything.
Man. Hey, you can go join them on that side. As you can see, that is a clean sweep. Next round. On this side, we have Vincent Kompany. On this side, we have John Terry.
Again, I don't know about it.
Hey, bro, what is this?
Captain, leader, legend.
Captain, leader, legend.
But Brad, seems you're by yourself again.
It's closer than you think. Vincent Kompany, I would say, is the greatest captain the Premier League has ever seen. Not player, but captain. John Terry, though, he's either second or first greatest.
Tell me some stuff that he won.
But Vincent Kompany, he has these iconic moments. Premier League champion, Centurion, captained us all the way there. Vinny, don't shoot. One of the greatest goals a centre-back has ever scored.
Well, he's too good. We're talking about the most successful Premier League captain in the history of the competition. 5 Premier League titles, top scoring Premier League defender in history. Part of the Chelsea defence, which conceded 15 goals, the least in a Premier League season ever, and it's never going to be beaten, despite what Arsenal fans like to think at the start of every season.
He said Kompany's the best captain.
No, he's not though, is he? It's quite obvious. JT is the most successful captain in the Premier League history.
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, I think, is number 1, to be fair.
Nah, JT better captain than Roy Keane.
I don't want to defend John Terry. I will happily go over there if I have to, but realistically, John Terry is obviously the better defender.
In terms of overall career in the Premier League, he's the best centre-half there's been. If you're talking about prime, I wouldn't say he's number 1, but overall, yeah. Super underrated defender, could translate his game into the modern era extremely well. Very technical, good pass for the ball, had everything really you needed in a centre-half, and for me, JT wins this one.
Kompany's a great defender, but JT's different level, man. Simple as that.
Brads, it looks like you're left all by yourself. But before we get to the next round, drop a like, subscribe to Goal FanZone. Next round, on this side, we have Kevin De Bruyne, but on this side, we have Frank Lampard.
I swear, if you guys don't move here, it's rigged.
Which one do you
Get
guys
over
prefer?
here right now.
Frank Lampard or Kevin De Bruyne?
It is a tough one, this one.
Don't do it, Ed.
Come on, Ed.
Don't do it, Ed. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, you're finally by yourself.
So whitewash is I think it's a bit tough that. No, I get it, De Bruyne, unbelievable player, one of the best in the Premier League. But talking about Frank Lampard, the goal scoring from midfield is unbelievable. This is a guy that is the all-time top scorer for Chelsea, the highest scoring midfielder in Premier League history, someone that has won everything there is to win. Captained us in 2012 to that Champions League in Munich, scoring all kinds of goals, leading the team forward from the front. Just everything about Frank Lampard is class on and off the pitch, and he also played for Man City as well, and he did actually score against us, which was quite unfortunate. So we don't talk about that too much, but we're talking about someone who I think is actually underappreciated in the game. I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves, and it's a little bit of a difficult comparison because De Bruyne is a slightly different player, probably a bit more attack-minded, but if you're looking at who I would want in the centre of the park, running into the box, scoring goals, arriving at the right time, there's no one better to do it than Frank Lampard. We're still waiting for someone better to come.
I hear that with Frank, because personally, I love Frank. I think he's the best out of the 3 Englishmen, the Scholes, Lampard and Gerrard. I do. But when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne, we're talking about wizardry. This man has revolutionized the passing game. And also, I just want to talk about, you said goal scoring, right?
Yeah.
We've seen De Bruyne, left foot, right foot, outside the box, tap in, from behind, from anywhere around the pitch he can shoot from. You know he's got that rocket in him. It looks like he doesn't even have a weak foot. I would say he is more versatile than Lampard when it comes to solidifying a position. For example, there was one season we had no striker. KDB played the false 9 the whole season and won us the Premier League. Then we talk about clutch moments. Aston Villa, 2-0 down in the 74th minute. Who remembers when he started tying his shoelace? Boom, locked in, won us the Premier League. He's done that multiple times. I don't think it's close. Only because he wears the Man City badge, we see him as a little bit below the midfielders, but I think he's on the table with the Iniestas, Modric, Zidane. That's why I think KDB is.
It's different with Lampard, De Bruyne. De Bruyne is a bit more of a, he's not really a central midfield player, he's more of a he's a bit more advanced than that. He's almost more of a 10 in a way. Whereas Lampard was a 8 proper central midfield player who would do both sides of the game. I agree with all your points on that, and it's a tough one to concede. I've been done a bit dirty with the comparison.
You know what? Let's see. Does anybody want to go join Charlie on that side for Frank Lampard?
I think Lampard would have probably beaten any other midfielder that Bradz could have offered for City apart from De Bruyne.
Well, it looks like he's not beating De Bruyne because no one switched sides. On to the next player. On this side, we have got Didier Drogba. But on this side, we have got Erling Braut Haaland.
Okay.
Make your decision, boys.
Yeah.
It looks like Erling Braut Haaland has immediately stole every single person. Charlie.
Yeah, I'm cooked here.
What's wrong? Try and persuade. You know, who knows? You might persuade them.
It's tough. Look, we're talking about Didier Drogba, the ultimate big game player, scoring in every single final, tormenting many teams, owned Arsenal for a while when he was with Mourinho and stuff. But it's really difficult to go against. If you're talking about pure out-and-out goal scoring Erling Haaland, there is no one better in terms of ability to find the back of the net. Drogba obviously isn't on that level in terms of scoring goals, but in terms of clutch moments, key moments, if you're asking me for a player that I want in a final, I'd rather Didier Drogba in my team in a final than Erling Haaland because of his record, because of the ability to turn up in the big moments. But if you're talking out week in, week out, scoring goals, winning games for the team, I might even have to. Actually, no, I'm not going to quite walk over to that side myself. But
damn, you look like you've
stop myself from doing that. But yeah, it's very difficult to make a case for Drogba over Haaland.
Yo, Brad's telling, bro. He's nearly over.
No, I'm not. I can't quite. It's the king though. It's the king. I can't quite do it.
I hear it though. I like Drogba as well. Drogba, amazing player, big game player. I think that's the only thing he has over Haaland.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But then Haaland's still young. You know what I mean? 24, 25 years old.
How many goals in the
He's got
Prem?
time. He's like on 101, 102.
Yeah.
How many seasons? 4.
103.
Yeah, Drogba's got 100.
3 and a bit.
Drogba only scored 104 in his time at Chelsea.
Charlie, Drogba only has 99 goals in the Premier League. And Erling Braut Haaland has over 100. And he's only been here for 4 seasons.
It's a Chelsea legend, but I'm going to have to
Get over here, man.
Welcome to the team, Charlie. Erling Haaland is in the team. On this side, we have Zola. And on this side, we have David Silva. Damn.
This is hard, man. But Zola's
tough though.
Zola or David Silva?
David.
I think David Silva's a
I'm literally
baller,
51-49, so if you convince me, I'll go on.
Go on, Brad, let's begin.
Italian. What's going on here? What's going on?
A little bit of bias.
David Silva, you know, we call him El Mago for a reason, man. The guy was a magician. On the ball, passing range, shooting, even getting past players one-on-one. He had everything to his game. And there's been so many players at City that have been called the next Silva, but I've never reached him. They could have never reached him, man.
I actually still hear some City fans, not all of them, but some of them say that they actually prefer David Silva as a playmaker to Kevin De Bruyne. So I think the way they rate him so highly over there as well. He was a baller as well. Like, you can't even forget. I mean, Zola obviously is good as well, and I could be tempted. I know this guy's going to open his mouth in a minute, but I'm pretty sure I'm happy with David Silva. Baller.
Charlie.
No, I do hear the David Silva. I'm a massive David Silva fan, but you could almost argue that was Zola a bit of a David Silva before David Silva in terms of the first of that wave of Italians coming over into the Premier League. He was doing his tricks, flicks, scoring all different types of goals. He was a magician on the pitch for Chelsea as well, in a time where those players, it was harder for that type of footballer to flourish compared to the modern day when David Silva was playing. So I think there's a good argument that Gianfranco Zola, what he done at Chelsea was very, very good, and on perhaps not, I don't know if I'd say it's on a level with Silva, but he's shown things that he can do that David Silva couldn't do, and he could also do things that Silva was able to do.
Look, I agree with everything Charlie said. I agree with everything Brad said. I think Zola was sort of a similar player profile to David Silva in a different generation. I think David Silva won more, of course. He played in a better team, a more dominant team, but I think the impact that Zola had on the club for Chelsea can't really be forgotten. He was one of the first waves of those top players that went over to the Premier League, specifically to West London, and I think that he had such an important impact on and off the pitch for Chelsea. And look, they're so similar in terms of player profiles. We're picking up thin hairs here, but I think Zola just had a little bit more for me compared to Silva, but it's a close one.
David Silva, I rated him. You know when he went bald and he was still a baller, so it wasn't his haircut.
Hey, if you get a haircut, what is with you?
So it wasn't his hair that I fell in love with. It was the football that he was playing. So that's why I have to stay on this side.
Ed?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy here, to be fair now. And to be fair, when players do change their hairstyles, they do fall off a little bit, and he didn't. So it is a good point.
So it showed that.
Guys,
Alright, does anybody want to switch sides?
It's close.
It's close, yeah.
David Silva has won. Next round. On this side, we have got Kyle Walker. And on this side, we have got Reece James.
This is tight.
Oh, that's over.
Hey.
For now.
oh wow.
I think by the end of his career, though, I think Reece James will be better.
Charlie, tell us. Reece James.
At this point in time, probably the best right back in the world. He's the best right back in the world. Someone who can do everything, like he's got up and down the pitch in a wing back role, winning the Champions League, playing that right wing back. He's got the versatility over Walker, could play right centre back in a free. Is top level in midfield as well. You know, he's got that versatility. Walker can't give you that. No, I'll give you that. Walker, very good right back, gets up and down the pitch very well, has contributed a lot to the Man City success. But if you're talking about out and out footballers, yes, Walker's got that recovery pace, but in terms of James can get forward, you know, great quality on the ball in the final third. Kyle Walker, good defensively, doesn't have that quality in the final third. He's not whipping a ball in as well as Reece James. Hasn't got the set piece like Reece James. Hasn't got the skills like Reece James. Can't go into the midfield. Can't do a lot of things that Reece James can do. And look, admittedly, Walker's had more of his career than James has right now. So, you know, if you were looking at it career for career, Walker's had a better career overall at this point in time. But once you give Reece James a few more years, it'll easily eclipse Kyle Walker's career.
I disagree with his point that Walker is not versatile. Because this is a myth. This is a very big myth in football. That Walker's only good because of his pace. But we've seen the man play right centre-back for England. He's filled in for Man City. We've seen him on the right back. We've seen him right wing-back. We've seen him overlap in the right wing. We've seen him do a lot of things.
Have you seen him in midfield?
No, I actually haven't seen him in midfield. No, I haven't. But never in my life have I seen a fullback literally on purpose let players run past him so he can recover the ball. Just for fun. I've never seen a player do that. He got bored. He lets players go past him. Then he goes, all right, cool. 3-second head start. All right, cool.
And so his pace bailed him out of his poor defending.
It's not that. It's fun. That's what he did. It's not about that though. It's not about that because he is one of the most reliable defenders we've had for years. Absolute, like so many years. And the only reason he left us was because we're playing different formations now. We don't even have fullbacks. We're playing midfielders in fullbacks, but we've still not been able to replace him.
He lost his legs a little bit. I think he went too easy on him there. He said that Reece James can do things that Kyle Walker can't do. That's mental. I think Kyle Walker is not only the best right back you lot have had, best right back the Premier League has ever seen. In my opinion, Kyle Walker is complete. He is the definition of a complete fullback.
Don't forget he also said that Reece James is the best right back right now.
Yeah, also, that is not right either because you've got Hakimi, who is the best right back in the world.
Timber's there too.
I ref red card.
Ref, you sit this one out.
Luca, you were very close to going to this side, but you said at the end of Reece James' career, you'd be there.
I think Reece James is still relatively young and he's going to grow and improve. And his versatility is second to none. Definitely one of the most versatile fullbacks I think we've seen in the Premier League. Strong defensively, good going forward, technically good feet. He has everything you want. But for now, look, Walker, what he's achieved in the Premier League, I can't say that Reece James is over him. If you're taking player for player, maybe Reece James has a little bit more to his game potentially, especially in the technical side of things. And I do think by the end of his career, if Reece can stay healthy and fit and continue to win and make an impact in that Chelsea team, I think he could surpass Kyle Walker. But for now, I would go Walker. But at the end of the day, both of these fullbacks at their best were the best fullbacks in the world at one point. So it's a tough one.
Does anybody want to swap sides?
But the only reason Ed's over there is because Kyle Walker played for Spurs. If Walker hadn't played for Spurs,
is that true?
It's a crime war.
Hold on. You know what? Does anybody want to swap sides? Now is the time to do it.
Yeah, Wallace wants to come over.
Wallace!
Really?
You think I forgot 3-0?
And Kyle Walker has won. Next round. On this side, we have got Carlos Tevez. And on this side, we have Diego Costa. Now this one's gonna be interesting.
I might have lost this
one.
This is
I might have lost this one.
City and Chelsea.
Yeah, it's based on
City
when
and Chelsea. That's it.
I will go here for now, but
you know what? Let's see what he has to say. Bradz, he's on the bench right now. You have to keep him there.
Brad's not. Look at he's not convinced. Look at him laughing. This
was a tough one.
You wanna go there yourself?
Bro, he's
Tevez
cooked.
a player as well.
Come back, Tevez.
Hey, Luca, you might have to back him yourself. You wanna go there?
It's a Juventus player.
Yeah, he's a Juventus player. That's why he's over there as well.
I love Tevez.
Bradz, tell me about Tevez.
Brad's not got an argument.
Diego better goal scorer. We can all agree on that. But Carlos Tevez all-round game, incredible player. On the feet, shooting, finishing, passing, doing the 1-2s, getting in the box. I think Carlos Tevez has way more to his game. Yeah. But Diego, efficiency-wise, crazy.
Yeah, I would agree that as an all-round footballer, Tevez had more to his game, was better than Costa. But you're looking at as a centre forward that's going to score you goals, physical, up for a fight. You know, he scored all kinds of goals as well. His goals won Chelsea the Premier League. We still haven't had a 20 goals a season striker since Diego Costa left, and that's been well over 10 years nearly now. He had everything as well. You know, strong, good in the air. Good, you know, decent pace as well. The link up with Fabregas was unbelievable.
With Hazard as well.
And with Eden Hazard. So we're looking at someone who I think in Diego Costa, yes, okay, at Chelsea was probably his peak years, and you know, he's only maybe 2-3 seasons at the top level. But what he's done, I think it's underappreciated and underrated how good Diego Costa was.
For me, the only saving grace for those guys is this is City Tevez against Chelsea Costa, because if this was overruled, nobody should be over.
I'd agree.
Tevez is definitely superior to Costa, but he did win the Premier League with Chelsea, and he was a very important factor in that, I do understand. But Tevez, the football he was playing at City was still ridiculous. The numbers were there, the performances were there. The only reason he left City to come to Italy was because of the fallout with Mancini, but he's still performing at a ridiculous rate. And for me, Tevez had a bit more in the sense that he could create a goal from nothing. He would score from ridiculous angles. He was a good dribbler. He was an attacker, that was very different to Diego Costa. Smaller, more diminutive, better feet. So for me, I'd rather have Tevez in my team. I did have Tevez in my team, funnily enough. But I really like Carlos Tevez. But Diego Costa is still a top striker. And honestly, because it's Chelsea versus City Tevez, it's not ridiculous to say Diego Costa on that side. But I'm going to stay with Tevez, man. I'd rather have Tevez in my team.
I said, like, he came into the Premier League first season. He scored, 20 goals, linked up with Hazard, Fabregas. It's a defender's worst nightmare when an attacker is just down your neck. He's like a monster.
Yeah, I like the fact he's actually underrated. I don't think anyone talks about Diego Costa with enough respect. I think he is a little bit underrated, so that's why I'm over here representing.
Does anybody want to swap sides? Now is the time. Diego Costa is in the combined 11. Next round. On this side, we have got John Stones. But on this side, we have got Thiago Silva.
Oh.
The one guy.
It's based on Chelsea. It's based on their time at Chelsea and Man City.
Yeah, it was class at
The
Chelsea.
one guy.
Wait,
Oh,
He's got-
okay.
Whoa, what's going on here?
wait, it's Chelsea versus
Let's have
City.
this side.
Oh no, I can't decide. Oh, I'm gonna go over here.
That's mental, by the way.
Charlie, speak to us about Thiago Silva.
Where do we begin? This guy come in at what, 35, 36 years of age on a free transfer from PSG. Had a disastrous debut against West Brom. He was hooked off at half time, thinking it's not gonna go well for him at all. But then he shows his class. You know, to come into the Premier League, the most difficult league in the world to play in. You know, I think we can all agree. And to perform at the level he did, to adapt to the Premier League, to not look out of place at all. You know, at his age where, you know, he's not got the most pace, but that reading of the game, that intelligence to become one of the best defenders in the Premier League, to come and win a Champions League at the end of his career, be a main part of winning that. You know, he established himself as a Chelsea legend in the space of 3-4 years. So this is a guy who is one of the best defenders to ever play the game. And he came in to the Premier League, and he arguably, in at least one of the seasons, maybe even two, he was the best defender in the Premier League at 36, 37 years of age.
And he won himself a Champions League.
And he won himself a Champions League, yeah.
Now, it's annoying because I would have had John Stones over any of the defenders apart from JT and Thiago Silva.
So you really, there's no point saying what you're going to say.
So
You might as well come
now
over, yeah.
you're feeling dead with doubt now.
Now you're leaving.
So now you're finished, bro. So you might as well come
I'm
over.
not finished my point. Let me land. John Stones.
Yes.
We're talking about the most versatile Premier League defender we've ever seen. I'm not saying he is the best at defending, but as a whole package, we have not seen a player like this. For Pep, he is one of his best students. He comes in, plays wherever he is needed. He's played right back, he's played centre back, he's played defensive midfielder, he's played on the right hand side. He's done everything. He's got important goals in the Champions League, in the Premier League. He saved us a lot of times, clutched up. Hey, we call him General John Stones for a reason. He clutches up a lot for us. And also just that way he just plays. He's so technical on the ball. We haven't seen defenders like that a lot, especially nowadays. We don't see a lot of John Stones. And I think he was one of the, not founding fathers, but I would say he's one of the OGs of that.
Look, I think John Stones is a bit of a unicorn of a defender. Like Brad said, very versatile, very technically gifted. He's been in the league his whole career pretty much, Everton, Manchester City, and I think John Stones massively leveled up sort of like 21, 22 season onwards, and since then he's definitely been one of the best defenders in the world. And longevity-wise in the league, Thiago Silva doesn't have that in the Prem compared to John Stones. But for me, what Silva did, like Charlie said, 36, 37, dropping incredible performances, captain in Chelsea, leading them to a Champions League final at the back. Honestly, I didn't expect it from him. I really didn't. At that age, to compete at that higher level in the Premier League of all leagues is very impressive. And I think he could have even played in the Premier League for longer. I have to be honest. And I think he's one of the best defenders of his generation. It's very rare that I'm going to take a defender over Thiago Silva. And you could even make the case that he peaked at Chelsea. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so it could have been the best footballer of his career. You could make that point.
You could
Old
make the
man
case.
Thiago Silva peaked at Chelsea.
You could make the case that he was the best centre half.
Let's try and persuade these lot. Wallace, your leader, by the way, said he wouldn't want to come up against
No,
John
of course,
Terry.
if this is like Thiago Silva, AC Milan or PSG, then it's not even a debate.
Yeah.
But when I saw John Stones, the tactical adaptability from Pep Guardiola when he shifted him from centre back into the midfield, I don't think there was any centre back in the world that could do that so comfortably. He did it against Real Madrid in the semi-finals, and even in the finals, I saw like he would be playing alongside Rodri. And
I just want to add to that as well. In the finals, no player has more dribbles. I mean, than John Stones and Lionel Messi. He had 11 dribbles in the finals of the Champions League. Just state that.
Even Thiago Silva, I know this is going to be. He got injured in the Champions League final against Man City.
He did,
Yeah.
but he still played some of it.
Yeah, of course, but you have to take that into consideration. As John Stones, you could argue, was the man of the match in that game, like the way he was playing.
Well, the game they lost.
No, they won when they won
Against
the treble.
Inter.
Oh, the Inter. Oh, yeah, no, he was very good in the Inter game.
Yeah, I agree with everything he said. I also agree with on that day they're both some of the best defenders in the world. I think the first thing that popped into mind was versatility. John Stones could play all over the pitch, even in midfield. The second thing was, I get Thiago Silva is older, but it doesn't actually change anything. I get it's impressive, it definitely is impressive, but just because of the fact he's 37 instead of 27 doesn't actually change anything, you know, on the pitch.
Is John Stones coming into the Premier League at 36, 37?
Who knows? We'll find out in 10 years.
He's not though, he's not.
We don't know.
Right,
You don't know.
He's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah, he's
John
declining.
Stones.
Right, John Stones would be lucky if he's still playing at 37.
There's no. I'm never
Time is
taking
up,
Stones
boys.
over him.
The time is up and it's now time to decide. Does anybody want to swap sides?
No.
No.
Thiago Silva has lost
Wow.
and John Stones is in the combined 11 over Thiago Silva.
That's honestly
Because
disgraceful.
that Stones.
On this side, we have got N'Golo Kante. But on this side, we have got Yaya Toure. Now this...
Must be Rodri.
Oh! It's near enough a clean sweep
It's a
on the
clean
side
sweep.
of N'Golo Kante. Bradz is shocked.
Incredible.
Are you disappointed in him?
Yaya Toure, yeah, is Kante on steroids and extra added height. That is what Yaya Toure is.
Tell us about Yaya Toure.
Like Luca was saying about John Stones, this man is a unicorn. We have never seen a player like this before. Technical ability, what? He's 6'3", 6'4", monster. Could body 3 man off the ball easily. Free kicks, corners, set pieces, it don't matter. The guy had every single ability. He can drive the ball from his area to the other area and smack it top bins. He can also drop 3 defenders, get past 2 defenders with quick feet. He can do everything. Everything that football is about, he can do it.
Are you disappointed in him right now?
I am very disappointed.
Charlie, you got 3 people on your side.
I mean,
Tell us about Kante.
Where do I begin? This guy is a joke. I know it's come from like second division in France, goes to Leicester. Basically, they don't win the league without him. He comes to Chelsea. He's the only player I think that's won the Premier League back-to-back seasons with 2 different clubs. Like Makalele invented that role, he's then almost reinvented it again. Man of the match, by the way, in the quarter-final, the semi-final, and the final of the Champions League. And in that final, who's he against? Yeah, exactly.
Who was it against?
It's against Man City, yeah. Against Man City. Dominated. I know Yaya Toure weren't playing, but it's dominated that situation. Chelsea don't have anywhere near the level of success that they had if N'Golo Kante is not playing. The amount of ground he covers, his tackling, even his stuff in the final third is not bad. He pops up with an odd goal here or there. He's got a decent passing on him. If you've got an opportunity to have Kante in your team, you take it every day of the week.
Let's hear for some of the people that joined your side, Charlie. Wallace.
N'Golo Kante could do everything on the pitch. People thought he was just a number 6, but bro, he was up and down that pitch, like all-rounded midfielder, man. So small, so fast. Oh, man.
Bro, it's like having 2 players.
Yeah, exactly.
Ed.
Yeah, I just can't really remember Kante ever doing anything wrong. I'll be real. I just feel like he was just always there. And yeah, he made, especially us playing against Chelsea, a nightmare. So that's all I can remember, and I don't want to relive it.
We've never seen a man shot 13 free kicks in one season, scored 10. Like, what are we doing here? The guy was an absolute freak.
I agree with Brad's. It is a tough one. I think they're a bit different in terms of player profiles. I think Yaya Toure is a more complete footballer, but I think Toure, his peak really stands out here. When we talk about Yaya Toure, we simply think about the 13-14 season, and I would argue that Toure's peak was better than Kante's best season at Chelsea. You could definitely make that. But if you're talking about his overall time spent at Chelsea compared to Toure's overall time spent at City, I do think Kante's consistency edges Yaya Toure. I think as a box-to-box, Kante is probably the best I've ever seen. But he most definitely is a unicorn of a player, Yaya Toure. He had absolutely everything you wanted in a midfielder, but it is tough, but I'd just edge it to Kante.
I'm gonna come to you.
Yeah, come.
Listen, the time is now. If you want to switch sides, decide. Bravo, it's okay. And Yaya Toure has lost. N'Golo Kante is in the combined 11. Unlucky Bradz, no one joined you on this side for Yaya Toure. Next round. On this side, we have got Kolarov. But on this side, we have got Ashley Cole. Bradz, where you going?
No, Bradz he doesn't even need to fight it.
Bradz.
I would just like to hear Bradz try and defend it. Bro, I would like to hear you try and defend it.
Hey, it's still like a lonely walk back there.
Just give us what you got.
Hey, Bradz, please tell us.
Free kick.
Let's move on.
Right, let's move on. Yeah.
Kolarov has lost. Ashley Cole is in the combined 11. This is the final round. This is for everything. The current scores is 5-5. On this side, we have got Kun Aguero. But on this side, we have got Eden Hazard.
Oh. This is
Boys,
tough.
Hazard or Aguero. Ooh. Okay, Charlie, talk about Hazard.
Probably the most talented player to ever play for Chelsea. He might not give you the numbers that other players that have played in a similar position give you, but what he could do on the football pitch, the way that he could win games out of nothing, the types of goals that he would score, dribble through players, and the fact that this guy was the best player in the Premier League. He was there for 8 years. I would say probably at least 3 or 4 of those years he was the best player comfortably in the league. The way that he could just run through teams like he done. I'm sorry, I know Pete, but 6-1, the 1000th game against Wenger. You know, sat Coquelin down. He runs through teams. He's got everything you'd want in a football. You know, he's won a lot. You know, the individual awards in the seasons, the Premier League. The only thing that's missing from his cabinet is the Champions League. Well, I suppose Real Madrid kind of got one, but don't really count. But yeah, this is one of the best players of his generation. One of the best players to ever play in the Premier League. But again, going up against Aguero is tough. Different players. But for me, there's not many players that got more ability can do what Eden Hazard could do on a pitch.
Bradz, let's see the back of the shirt. Who you got on the back? Oh, you got Aguero on the back of that shirt.
It's the wrong number.
That's a wrong
Bradz, tell us about Aguero.
What do I have to say, bro? This guy, one of the greatest Premier League strikers, yeah? People say he doesn't have that many goals, whatever, but he's got the best goal-to-game ratio in the Premier League. Better than Henry, better than Rooney, better than Drogba, better than all these players.
Is that true?
Check VAR me right now. We're talking about most iconic moment in football history against QPR.
Yeah. Football
history. Sorry, Premier League history.
Premier League history.
Sorry.
Talk about the league.
What is about to go, bro?
You know what I mean? Best goal-to-game ratio, most iconic moment. So good on the ball.
Oh, by the way, I need to let you know that we did a VAR check because you asked, and it was Henry that has the best game-to-goal ratio.
Yeah.
So, Bradz,
better keep me here.
Aguero is second. So, Bradz, please don't ever ask the VAR again, bro. You should just take your point, let it land.
He lost
Okay, but listen.
Continue.
Thierry Henry, we're talking about the best. You know what I mean?
Well, you tried to disrespect him and
The
say
best. No.
Let's
But,
continue.
okay, maybe the best. But like I was saying, doesn't he have most goals for one club as well? Don't VAR check me on this as well, man. Don't do this.
He's got most.
Hey, for your
most Premier
sake, I'm
League.
not gonna VAR check that just in case. Let's continue.
But what else can I say, bro? Most iconic moment. This guy, he's good at dribbling, good at shooting, finishing, 1v1s outside the box, inside the box. Literally everything. Aguero is. I would even say he could play on the wing. If he played left wing, he could play it. Yeah. Just as good as Hazard. How about that?
You know what? Let's
You lost your mind.
Just as good.
Just as
Wait, hold on. Before I
That's
ask the other
mental.
people, did you just say Aguero on the wing will be just as good as Hazard?
Facts, yeah.
Lost his
That's how versatile he is.
damn mind. Hey, Luca. Oh, God.
Hey, what did I say?
By the way,
I told you, tread
we
carefully.
got Costa in the team. We've already seen the Costa Hazard link up.
That is very true. Wallace, what made you switch sides?
Him saying he can play on the wing was already bad enough, but the same level as Hazard.
Facts.
Nah.
Anything Hazard can do, Aguero can do better, bro.
Bradz don't even believe that.
I do believe
He
that.
doesn't believe it.
I do believe that, man.
But Bradz, you know I warned you. I told you tread carefully, and you didn't. Luca, what made you decide to go on Hazard's side?
Look, to be honest, I think it's a bit of a silly comparison because one's a striker, one's a winger. It kind of goes without saying. There's no point comparing the two. But a player in their position, look, I think Kun Aguero is one of the best strikers the league has ever seen. But I also think Hazard's one of the best wingers the league's ever seen. But just like Charlie said, in that period where both of the players overlapped, Hazard was the best player in the Premier League. This guy's dying over here.
You're alright, mate. Yeah.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
Ed, you good over there?
I'm surviving now. Yeah. How many games has it go without scoring a goal? Is it like 29?
Again, wingers, strikers.
I know, I get it.
Different.
But
Damn.
for me, I mean, Aguero is just, you can't really go 29 games without scoring a goal and then, saying that he's better than Aguero. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense in my head. I've got to be over here.
Golden Boot winner as well.
Yeah.
Premier League winner.
Most hat-tricks in the
Most
Premier League.
hat-tricks in the Premier League. We can keep going, man. But
Yeah,
like Luca said, it's hard to compare
Yes.
winger
Yeah.
and striker. But yeah.
Alright, this is it. Does anybody want to switch now? Hazard or Aguero? Now's your time. Aguero makes the team and Man City have won the combined 11.